everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here to give you guys my halfway haul to Barnes& and Noble 50% off sale. This will also be on was it Indie Film Cafe later, showing off all of them together. And it'll be part of the haul video. So you'll if you go over that side, if you see it beforehand before you go over there, then oh well. But this is half of the one, well, sort of halfway through. So it's going to end on the 28th. So Friday the 28th is your last day to pick up movies and whatnot from Barnes& and Noble. So also giving you a heads up, and this sounds kind of bad, but I think Amazon is also price matching that stuff. Sort of. There are some they are not price matching, so definitely go to Barnes& and Noble and support them because that's who is pretty much doing doing most of the things. So first off is the movies, the three I got. So what I've been doing is each Friday I've been picking up three. Now, it's not actually true. I'm gonna give you guys a little heads up. I've been just buying things on like online and or through the store. Now, my local store, Barnes and Noble in my city, does only has like one Barnes Noble, and it is not the greatest. Does not have as huge a selection as it used to have. It used to be like wall to wall, like huge amount. And then they switched it over to like all of that is like manga and stuff, like anime stuff, which is fine, but like doesn't help me because I'm not into that. So, whatever. So I ended up going there, and these are the first three I got actually from the store, from the store itself. The rest are going to be from the 4Ks are going to be from the store, and the Blu-rays are going to be from online. So no, I've got one each section. I have one Blu-ray and or one 4K and two Blu-rays. And the so I'm gonna have end up having five 4Ks and 10 Blu-rays. So it just started off as a movie I don't have on Blu-ray or anything. And I think it just sort of came out. It is The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. So just like my little video I did of my recommendations or whatever, I'm gonna kind of show you and tell you guys what you guys get from this because you don't just get the movie itself, which is great, you get more. I may actually do a review of this at some point. I don't think it's gonna be on Criterion Watch, and if it is ever on Criterion Watch, it's gonna be in a few years from now. Through seasons from now. So I feel like I'm gonna do like a my own review. But one 4K UHD disc with Dolby Vision HDR and two Blu-rays with the film with special features. Audio commentary featuring Gilliam and his co-screenwriter Charles McCown. Um, the documentary of the making of the film, new video essay by critic and filmmaker David Cairns about the history of the Baron Munchausen character, behind the scenes footage of the film's special effects, narrated by Gilliam, deleted scenes with commentary by Gilliam, storyboards with unfilmed scenes narrated by Gilliam and McCown, original marketing materials including a trailer and electronic press kit, featurettes, as well as preview cards and advertising proposals read by Gilliam. Miracle of Flight, a 1974 animated short film by Gilliam, an episode of the South Bank Show from 1991 on Gilliam. So there you go. So that is Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Next is a film that I've been sort of interested in seeing, but I didn't know much about it, and so I got it on Blu-ray. It's called Here Comes Mr. Jordan, and I didn't realize it was sort of a uh it was a It was nominated for 7 Oscars. It won two, and it was the inspiration for a sequel with Rita Hayworth and two remakes. So the two remakes later were like based on the actual name of the movie, which was Heaven Can Wait. Um, so this is called Here Comes Mr. Jordan, and it's got a new 2K digital transfer restoration, a new conversation between critic Michael Srago and filmmaker distributor Michael Schlesinger, audio interview from 1991 in which actor Elizabeth Montgomery discusses her father, Robert Montgomery, who's in this movie. Lux Radio Theater adaptation of Here Comes Mr. Jordan from 1942, starring Cary Grant, Claude Rains, Evelyn Keyes, and James Gleason. This movie stars like Claude Rains, um, Evelyn Keyes, let's see, James Gleason, so all three of them, Edward Everett Horton, Rita Johnson, John Emery. So it looks interesting enough, like the idea of, oops, I killed you before your time, so you have to go back and be someone else or whatever. Um, and then you find love. It sounds cute. I'm excited to watch it. Next is, and I might also do a review of that. Next is a movie I've been sort of dying to see. I know it's on like HBO Max, or Max, but I just never got around to watching it, and I was like, well, I'll probably just buy it anyway, so might as well wait. And it was at both of these were all, I mean, all three of these were at the my store, so I figured why not? And that is Paris, Texas. Something I've been dying to watch for a while, like I said. Now it has a high definition digital transfer that's that was and supervised and approved by director Wim Wenders, I think is how you pronounce his name. Audio commentary featuring Wenders. Interview with Wenders by German journalist Roger Williamson. Excerpts from the 1990 documentary on Wenders, featuring interviews with Wenders, cinematographer Robbie Mueller, composer Ry Cooder, actors Harry Dean Stanton, Dennis Hopper, Peter Falk, and Hans Zisler, novelist Patricia Highsmith, and director Samuel Fuller. New video interviews with filmmakers Allison Anders and Claire Dennis. Wim Wenders Hollywood, April 84. A segment from the French television program Cinema Cinemas, showing Wenders and Cooder at work on the score, and deleted scenes with Super 8 home movies, gallery of Wenders location scouting photos. So pretty cool. So that is Paris, Texas. Next up, so this 4K will be the movie that um I got at the what is it? Uh I got at the store, and one of these, or no, both of these I got at the store too, didn't I? Huh. Yeah, I got these both at the store too. Whoops, I was wrong. So all three of these were at the store. One was Double Indemnity, Billy Wilder film I've been dying to see. You're gonna hear that a lot probably because a lot of these I've been wanting to check out. I just haven't, and I've been wanting to own because I mean, this is in 4K, you know. So new 4K digital restoration. One 4K UH disc with the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR and two Blu-rays with film and special features. Audio commentary featuring film critic Richard Schickel. New interview with film scholar Noah Eisenberg. Editor Billy Wilder on assignment. New conversation between film historians Eddie Muller and Imogen Sarah Smith. Billy, How Did You Do It? A 1992 film by Volker Schlondorf and Gisela Grishor, featuring interviews with director Billy Wilder. Shadows of Suspense, a 2006 documentary on the making of Double Indemnity. Radio adaptations from 1985 and 1950. So sounds good. All right. Next is a movie that's very controversial. I don't need to get into why it's controversial. It just is. So I wanted to own it because I was afraid it may one day they may get it out of print and not allow people to get it anymore. And in that case, I definitely needed to buy it. So, and that movie is Romeo and Juliet. So, now this has excerpt from 2018 documentary Franco Zeffirelli directing from life, interviews with actors Olivia Hussey and Leonard Whiting from 1967 and 2016. I'm wondering about that because I'm wondering if they talk about the controversialness of this movie at all, but they they're a big part of why it's controversial and stuff. So, trailer and some other stuff. So, yeah, it's not very much as way of special features, but literally did not buy this movie for the special features. Bought this movie because I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it soon enough. Like we are kind of in this thing of like even Criterion has been doing this, where on their channel they've been uh cutting things and or like not even showing full scenes because they have things that are not appropriate. And so I have this feeling that this movie is not appropriate, sort of thing, will be gone. So there you go. Next is The Thin Red Line, Terrence Malick movie. It's one of the, I think it's the only one in the Criterion collection that I didn't have. So figured I'd buy it. Um, let's see. It's got high definition digital transfer supervised and approved by director Terrence Malick and cinematographer John Toll with the DTS master audio soundtrack. New audio commentary by Toll, production designer Jack Fisk, and producer Grant Hill. Interviews with several of the film's actors, including Kirk Acevedo, Jim Caviezel, Thomas Jane, Elias Codius, Dash Miak, and Sean Penn. Composer Hans Zimmer, editors Billy Weber, Leslie Jones, and Sar Klein, and writer James Jones's daughter, Kaylee Jones. New interview with casting director Diane Crittenden, featuring archival audition footage, 14 minutes of outtakes from the film, World War II newsreel from, uh, oh my goodness, this is gonna kill me. Gondol Canal in the Solomon Islands and Melanesian Chants, original theatrical trailer. So once again, those are all I got from that's right, I got them all from the Barnes and Noble. So this one I got from Barnes and Noble because it's the 4K, but the other two other other two I got from uh online through the Barnes and Noble store, which is gonna be a thing for the next, I think, four Blu-rays. So get ready for that. Malcolm X is the 4K I got, and I actually just got it today, of all time. So but it's got one 4K UHD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR and two Blu-rays of the film with special features. Audio commentary from 2005 featuring director Spike Lee, the cinematographer Ernest Dickerson, editor Barry Alexander Brown, and costume designer Ruth E. Carter. New conversation between Lee and writer Barry Michael Cooper. New interviews with actor Delroy Lindo and composer Terrence Blanchard. Making a program featuring Lee, Dickerson, Brown, Blanchard, Carter, actor Denzel Washington, filmmakers Martin Scorsese, actor Ozzie Davis, Malcolm X's daughter, um, Elise, Elisa Shabazz, and others. Malcolm X 1972, a feature-length documentary. Feature-length documentary. You get a feature-length documentary in here. It's freaking awesome. Directed by Arnold Pearl and narrated by actor James Earl Jones. Deleted scenes with introductions by Lee, trailer, subtitles, stuff like that. Ah, wonderful. I love this. This is really cool. Like, I can't wait to dive into this. You know. So there you go. Next is a movie, once again, that I got from Barnes& and Noble because they did not have it online because they did not have it in the store. But it's something I've been dying to have, and it's a filmmaker that I really, really like. And this is actually my favorite film of his, which is Defending Your Life. If you have not seen this movie, please check it out. It is phenomenal. I don't know what you're doing with your life if you haven't seen it yet. So. It's got a new 4K digital transfer approved by director Albert Brooks, new conversation with between Brooks and filmmaker Robert Weed, new or Wade, Weide, new interview with theologian and critic Donna Bowman about Brooks' version of the afterlife, new program featuring excerpts from interviews conducted in 1991 with Brooks and actor Lee Grant and Rip Torn, and a trailer. So. Oh, just that movie anyway. If you haven't seen it, it's about a guy who dies and he has to you in this universe in this movie, uh the afterlife, once you kind of pass on, you go to a place called Judgment City and they decide your fate of whether you're going to go to heaven or whatever, like on to the next level, kind of thing, or if you're going to go basically be reincarnated and try again in some way and whatnot. And it's just an interesting concept. And he has to prove because he falls in love with one of the girls who is going to the other side, he has to sort of prove whether he's worthy of that and stuff through all the actions that he did and everything like that. And it's comedic, but it's very well done and has a message, and I loved it. So the last but not least of this stuff, and one once again I'm very interested in seeing. I haven't seen, but it looks interesting. Is the Friends of Eddie Coyle, which not many people have heard of, and when I heard of it, I was like, "Oh my God, this sounds awesome!" It's got audio commentary from 2009 featuring director Peter Yates. So I can't wait to dive into this. This is a movie like Thief that and what was the other one? Downhill Racer, something like that. So those two movies, Downhill Racer and Thief, were movies I had never heard of, but they looked interesting to me, and stuff. And Paul loves Thief and whatnot. And so I've been like dying to check this out. This looks really good and really well done movie. It's got a commentary from 2009 featuring director Peter Yates and a booklet and stills gallery. It really doesn't have much in features, but once again, a lot of these movies, it's cool to have the features. I love the features, and if it has commentary, that's the best. But if it doesn't have a commentary but it has a lot of really cool behind the scenes stuff, I'm into that. But if it doesn't even have much, I'm okay with that too, because a lot of these movies are just really, really good, and I'm buying them not just for the special features, those are great, but I'm also buying them for the movie itself. Like Romeo and Juliet, been dying to get that. So there you go. There's my how many is it right now? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Nine right now. There's going to be 15 in total. And so I've got five, let's see, six more to go. So six more, and you'll see them on at the end, toward the last of I think it's going to be like in 2 weeks from today, whenever this is released. So you'll see that, and I'm really excited. I've got some really fun ones coming up. I've got one I already have like pre-ordered that's going to be like waiting for me at the thing because it's new. It's coming out and at the store, and then uh four movies that are going to be basically uh 4 movies that are going to be ordered online. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoy this like little feature thing, that we're doing, and let me know what you guys think. Like, were you guys excited about the stuff that came out so far? What have you picked up from Barnes and Noble? And are any of those things that you're interested in picking up? I don't know. I was very happy with that. I'm planning to get 10, and I'll get 10 in November as well. And I'll have I mean, I just want to keep I want this to be like the biggest haul, like biggest collection of movies that I have, Criterion, because I absolutely my they're my favorite. Um, so if you haven't gotten a chance to watch any of these, please or check them out, please do go to Barnes and Noble, buy a movie. They have Breakfast Club. They have a couple that are just sort of Dazed and Confused. They're sort of well known, but I would definitely recommend picking up them. I haven't bought Breakfast Club, and I kept getting tempted to do it, but I was like, if I buy Breakfast Club, they're gonna put it out on 4K eventually, and already have a Blu-ray of it, so think it might not, but it's sort of something that like I don't watch enough where I'd be dying to get it. So, um, anywho, I definitely suggest um getting these that I've already got. So thank you for letting me share these with you, and hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know what you guys think. Until next time, bye everybody.